Very nice. Oh, come over here and sit on the carpet.
Yeah, that does not belong to here. That belongs to
Sit
here.
down. Let's cross applesauce.
Okay, right now, that's done. All done. All done.
Edwin is sitting crisscross applesauce. Sit down, Lucas. Yaden, sit over there.
Let's put over this way.
Yaden, sit over there. Sit back home.
You can sit there next to me. I told Isaiah that you should sit on your chair.
Not today. Sit down, crisscross applesauce. Yaden, sit in crisscross applesauce. Isaac, come sit right here so you can see. Come sit by me over there. Right there. Listen, can you keep an eye on Hello, buddy bears. I am so happy to see you today on the carpet. For story time, we're going to use your listening ears. Quiet. Yes. Okay. For story time, we're going to use our listening ears, quiet mouths, hands in our laps, and bottoms on the carpet. All eyes on me. All eyes on Miss Chevy. Paul has his eyes on Miss Chevy. Sean has his eyes on Miss Chevy. Kyle has his eyes on Miss Chevy. All right, buddy bears. Don't you remember Whistle for Willie?
Yeah.
It's such a good book. When Peter tried so hard to whistle and he tried over and over again, and he was so persistent and he worked so hard. So today we're gonna read Ezra Jack Needs Whistle for Willie, buddy bears. Don't you remember Ezra Jack? He's the writer and the illustrator. Then Kyle. This is your last time sitting. You will sit right here for the rest of the story and you will not move. Okay, stand up. Go sit next to Miss Cindy. Go sit next to Miss Cindy. Go sit next to Miss Cindy. All right, buddy bears. So that means that he is the illustrator, Ezra. He's the illustrator and the writer. That means he drew the pictures and he wrote the words. That is so amazing. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. Wish means that he really, really wanted to. He wanted to whistle so badly. He saw a boy playing with this dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around and around. We're using our quiet mouths. Around and around he whirled, faster and faster. Whirled means he turned around in a circle really, really fast, and he made himself dizzy, and things moved around and around. Dizzy means that you can't even see straight. That's how he turned himself around. Oh, he must have been so dizzy. When he stopped, everything turned down and up because he was spinning around and around. And up and down and around and around. That's what happens when you spin, when you turn yourself around, you get really dizzy.
What does dizzy mean? When I turn back, I'm so
Kyle sitting quietly with his bottoms on the carpet. Paul sitting with his bottom on the carpet. Peter saw his dog Willie coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in the empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Quick as a wink means he went so fast, just like that, like wait, really fast. Yes. And so this is the carton. He hid right inside of this carton. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled, Peter thought? Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried again and again to whistle, but still he couldn't. So Willie just walked on. So he tried to whistle. Edmund sitting quietly, with his mouth closed, using his listening ears. Jenny sitting with her eyes on me.
Lucas is not. I heard him talk.
So he really wanted to whistle. He really wanted to get the dog to notice him, but guess what? He couldn't. And he felt really sad about that. I can see how frustrated he felt because he really just wanted to whistle. So Peter got out of the carton and he started home. On the way, he took some colored chalks out of his pocket and drew a long line. So you see this line? He drew that all the way from where he was and around these girls' jumping room, all the way to his house. See what happens next, Buddy Bears. And right up to his door, he stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. Oh, he must have felt so frustrated because he blew until his cheeks were tired. He put so much air in his mouth like this. So he wanted to whistle. He tried so hard. And he got really frustrated because he's been trying so hard. Frustrated means upset. He got really sad. Let's see what happens next, Buddy Bears. He went to his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. And he looked into the mirror to practice whistling, but still no whistle. He put on his father's hat to be a grown-up because he wanted to seem older, like a big person like me and Miss Sindhu. And he wanted to practice over and over again because he wanted to be persistent. Practice makes perfect. You see, he's looking at his reflection in the mirror. Your reflection is when you look in the mirror and you can see yourself. And he's just like,
Why do you need a mirror?
to see yourself. All right, Buddy Bears. Let's see what happens next. When he's looking forward. When he's looking forward. Ivan's looking forward. When his mother saw what he was doing, he pretended that he was his father. He said, "I come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" So he was trying to be his father, and he pretended to be him. Means that he made believe he wanted to be someone that he wasn't. His mother answered, "Why no, he's outside with Willie."
I like this one.
"Well, I'll go out and look for them," said Peter. First, he walked along the crack in the sidewalk, and then he tried to run away from his shadow. It seems like Peter was kind of tired of trying to whistle, so it looks like he's taking a break from it. Yaden's looking at the book. Edmund's looking at the book quietly. Lucas is looking at the book quietly. So his shadow is something that's under you, and when the sun is shining on you, you get this black shadow on the ground, and it follows you everywhere you go. All right, let's see what happens next, Buddy Bear. You see his shadow right down here in the picture? He jumped off his shadow, but when he landed, they were still together again. The shadow never goes away, Buddy Bears. He came to the corner where the carton was, and who should he see but Willie? He was so excited to see Willie because he tried to whistle for Willie, but he couldn't. So I can see why he was very excited. He felt very excited to see him. And then Peter scrambled under the carton, and he blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a whistle. Oh, wow. Peter tried so hard over and over again, and he was so excited because he was so persistent. Persistent means that you keep trying and trying, and you do your best, and he finally succeeded. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. Oh, look at Willie. He's wondering who it could be. He was just wondering who just whistled at him because it was something he never heard before. Sean's eyes are on Miss Chevy. Paul's eyes are on Miss Chevy. Ivan's eyes are on Miss Chevy. Megan's eyes are on Miss Chevy. All right, buddy bears. Let's see what happens next. It's me, Peter shouted and stood up, and Willie raced straight to him. So he was so excited, he jumped out and he said, "It's me," because he finally succeeded in whistling. He was so happy. So Willie raced. That means he ran straight to him really, really fast. See what happens next. And Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. So did Willie. His parents were so proud of him. He was so proud of himself because he tried to do something over and over again. Because sometimes when you try so hard and you finally get it right, you get so excited. So I can see how he felt really proud. Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. So Peter was so proud, and because he was so determined, and so he practiced so much that he whistled all the way to the store. And look, Willie's right behind him, and he whistled all the way there and whistled all the way home. All right, buddy bears, let's talk about this book. Aren't you excited? Sean sitting quietly with his eyes on me and bottoms on the carpet. Isaiah sitting quietly. Paul sitting quietly. Yaden sitting quietly. All right, buddy bears. Let's answer this question for me. You're gonna raise your hand. What was Peter's wish in the book? What did Peter wish he could do so much? Isaiah, what did he wish? So he wished to whistle. And why did Peter try so hard to whistle? Who knows why Peter tried so hard to whistle? Megan, why did you try so hard? All right, because he wanted to do it. Who else has an answer for why Peter tried so hard to whistle? Yes? All right, who else has something? Paul, what do you have?
Why Peter wants to whistle?
Why do you want to whistle? So he can get Willie to respond to him. What do you think, Sean? You raising your hand? Or are you just stretching? You raising your hand? All right, Sean. Have you ever tried to learn something that was so hard that you had to keep practicing like Peter did?
Play the tuba.
You tried to play the tuba?
I tried really hard before I did.
To do what? To whistle? If you try like Peter, you can try again, and you will be able to do it.
Keep turning, and I just keep falling.
What do you have, Paul?
When I go,